Extinction's aftermath is a shock when you discover the reptile mammal relatives, the first group to recover. Walking through Pangea and lands previously flooded, you can't rule the world if you're not warm-blooded. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world with different teeth, their mouth is studded. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world if you're not warm-blooded. Halfway through Triassic, some thecodonts were dwarves, but intermediates of dinosaurs, the dinosauromorphs. If you want to outrun predators, then everybody knows you can't rule the world unless you stay on your toes. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, strike a bipedal pose. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world unless you stay on your toes. Insects used to be all alone up in the sky until pterosaurs, the first vertebrates to fly. Fourth fingers and wing membranes, the solutions found whereof you can't rule the world unless you rise above. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, predate both hawks and doves. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world unless you rise above. Wanna be top predators, don't fret about the odds. Just grow your teeth and chase your prey like all those theropods. Intimidating prey and foes won't happen overnight. You can't rule the world with a bark worse than your bite. You can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, deep down you know I'm right. You can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, you can't rule the world with a bark worse than your bite. Grab a little snack along the trek. Sauropods are choosy if they have a long neck. Remember where you are and wherever you may roam, you gotta go big or you gotta go home. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, a Mesozoic syndrome. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, go big or go home. Stegosaurs, ankylosaurs, look how big they've grown. You want one for protection with armor made of bone. The world's full of monsters all waiting to attack. You can't rule the world if you don't protect your back. You can rule the world, you can rule the world, you can't rule the world with your tail, give them a smack. You can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, you can't rule the world if you don't protect your back. Birds are master flyers, today they're without peers, but they evolved from theropods over millions of years. If you dream of complex features, don't start in first place. Always remember, slow and steady wins the race. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, put every step in place. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, slow and steady wins the race. Pachycephalosaurs, they don't give a damn. Skull became a thickened dome to form a battering ram. The world is full of dangers and you could end up dead. You can't rule the world unless you use your head. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, face your foes instead. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world unless you use your head. From the things that scare you, you don't always have to flee. Learn how to defend yourself, even gradually. Mess with ceratopsians, don't say that you weren't warned. You mess with the bull and you're gonna get the horns. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, every rose has thorns. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, you mess with the bull and you're they're gonna get the horns. Mesozoic plant life, a close study confirms. Spreading towards the end are the early angiosperms. Insects helping them mate, finally that's clever. You can't rule the world unless you're better late than never. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world, their evolution took forever. Can't rule the world, can't rule the world, can't rule the world unless better late than never. Life was going swimmingly, but then, oh goodness gracious, a mass extinction happens at the end of the Cretaceous. Lava fields in India, rock falls from the sky. You can't rule the world when it's your turn to die. You can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, don't stop and wonder why. You can't rule the world, you can't rule the world, you can't rule the world when it's your time to die.